Okay, so my question is this: by you coming from LA, especially at that time, you had groups like NWA, Butter Law, Ice
Mhm.
Cube, Snoop, Dre. It was a lot of people from the outside looked at it like gangster rap. But y'all
Yeah.
wasn't really, did y'all feel pressure to be gangster rappers, or did people, have a hard time embracing y'all, by not being so hardcore?
I think we respected what gangsters was. We weren't gangsters, you know what I mean? But we respected like our folks from the hood that were gangsters, you know what I mean? So like that, we're not in the business to be pretenders whatsoever. You know what I mean? And it's like LA has been one of those cities that you really have to be careful and careful what you do, careful what you say, careful what you wear, kind of deal. You know what I mean? So we there was no way that we could have been that. There absolutely, we had to be ourselves, period. And the beautiful thing about us being ourselves and having homies that was like straight gangsters is they were proud of us for doing what we did and what we were doing and trying to get up out the hood, kind of deal. You know what I mean? And so we learned, so in some instances we learned to be men, you know, by being around them. But like we like kind of had a good exchange. They learned something from us, we learned something from them. But for the most part, man, my big homies, man, I go salute them as much as humanly possible, because they still around, they still holding it down. They hold down my whole neighborhood in a positive way. You know what I mean? Well, my especially my big homie. You know what I mean? So going to salute him all the time and checking in with him, and he just like, man, I'm so proud of you. Keep on doing what you're doing. Don't stop coming to see your grandmother. You know what I mean? Just like, just they family to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of different, and then just respecting that whole world of things is what needs to happen, and that's what LA is all about. You know what I mean? Anything that's outside of that is faking it, and you will be get some checks cashed on you. They will check on you and see what you mean by this, what you mean by that. You know what I mean? So that's not nothing that we was looking forward to, anyways. And just keeping it positive.
Right, right, most definitely. Because a lot of people might not be hip, but LA had like a real strong underground scene. You had the what was it, like the Good Life Cafe and Freestyle Fellowship, but a
Yeah,
lot of times, like I say, the people outside of Cali, they
right,
only could see but so far into it, so y'all
right.
definitely had your own lane and rode that mug well, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you, thank you. Hold on one
I
second. Hold on one
salute
second.
y'all for that.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Hold on one second.
Okay.
All right, man. I'm back. I'm back. It's lunchtime.
Okay, okay.
No rush on your end.
Right.
Everybody's handling
Right,
themselves.
right. We all
Uh,
we
uh,
we
uh, uh,
almost done.
no,
Oh,
I'm
okay,
not. I'm
okay.
not. I'm not rushing you, bro. So yeah, man, the good life. There was just so many little
Oh
different
yeah, I
areas.
appreciate you.
Freestyle fellowship. You know what I mean? 2,000 crows. Oh my God, there were so many folks in LA, and we were all like family. And everybody, like once again, everybody had their lane as far as what hip hop was like out here with us. You know what I'm saying? The Wascals, shoot, who else? My boy. There was just a lot of folks in LA, and there's folks right now, that I like to salute too, like my boy Gnu Roxwell. LA folks, and even to this day, people keeping it 100 in the LA scene as far as the hip hoppers is concerned. And man, yeah, I grew up on NWA, and I'm glad you mentioned that. A while back, because NWA was the start right along with LL Cool J for me too. You know what I mean? Because that was on our coast, that was in our hood. You know what I'm saying? And they doing it, and it was without radio. You know what I'm saying? So like, just to hear that, and shout out to Too Short too, from Oakland. You know what I mean? Because I used to listen to Too Short, and shout out to Hieroglyphics as well when we speak of different MCs. I got to shout out Razkaz as well. He's a big reason why Pharcyde is even here. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, LA's been creating like some magic, and we had our lane because some of us weren't gangster rappers, you know what I mean? But the lane for gangster rappers, we listening carefully too to what people maybe say that they're gangster rappers too. We listening close too because we from the streets and we hearing it. We know the rhythm of it. We know what it is. You know what I mean? So it's to us, it's like, man, if it ain't Dog Pound, if it ain't Snoop Dogg, if it ain't Ice Cube, if it ain't Dr. Dre, you know what I mean? We was listening carefully, like, then it ain't gangster rap. If it ain't NWA, then it ain't. You know what I'm saying? So we was listening when the gangster rap came up, just like real gangsters was listening to it too. We all kept our ear on it because LA was just such a, to us, LA means something. It really means something. Shout out to Ice-T too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tone Loc. This is LA
Oh
fam, like
yeah, oh
LA,
yeah.
this is
Big
LA
shout
love.
out.
You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Tone Loc. You know what I mean? That's what's up. Shout out to Big Suave. You know what I mean?